What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you another brutally honest video. And for today, if you can tell by the title, I have the infamous creator of and promoter of the Queen Pop, Cast and Blast, COC. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Pretty excited to talk to you. And yes, this is Cast and Blast.
Well,
Infamous is a pretty good title there.
Yeah, I stumbled across your channel a long time ago. I think you had about 5,500 subs at the time. I'm talking like when you really started pushing the Queen Pop is when I found you, and I really liked your video. You could tell that you put some effort into it. I know a lot of people learn from your video and stuff, and I thought that you would be someone that would be really interesting to have on the channel because this is our first time talking. I don't even know you, you know? So so selfishly, I wanted to talk to you. And then also, I do think that the videos that you've been putting out there have been really helpful for people, specifically the Queen Pop, but I know you do all kinds of different videos out there, right?
Yeah, it's kind of funny you mentioned that. I would say that the channel kind of took off around the time like Queen Pop, I started putting it out and really kind of going hard with it. Kind of before that, it was more of just a blend. I was kind of helping my clanmates, making some strategy, and but now it's like everyone thinks, oh, Cast and Blast, Queen Pop, but you're right. It's not the only thing I do. I mean, I've been playing the game for a long time, and that is just one strategy. And before that, you know, there was tons of strategies. I remember back to like when people were just using Goho straight or Stone Goho or Hollow Wee Wee. I don't know if you're back.
Yeah,
remember it. That was one of my favorite attacks. That attack's kind of actually why I started the channel. I love that attack, and I wanted to teach my teammates actually that attack specifically. And so I love ground. I love other attacks. Queen Pop's just kind of one aspect, but it seems to be what people know me as, which is fine with me, you know.
You know, it's funny. You and I had a similar reasons to start the what you were saying here about how you wanted to teach your clanmates about how you got that started that channel out, and I'm sure we'll come back to that specific topic of how you started the channel. But I wanted to get a little bit more personal first, and then we'll go back into the topic of Clash. But you know, where are you from regionally in the world?
Arizona is basically where I've been my whole life. Born in Arizona, still I reside there now. Spent some time back east in upstate New York, Ohio, when I was younger, but pretty much the good old desert out here. Arizona, probably a lot different from what you're used to. I know you said came from Hawaii, right?
Yeah, I'm originally born and raised in Hawaii. Yep.
And now you're enjoying the snow?
Yeah, well, I blame my wife for that, but it's worth it. You know, a solid woman. Wisconsin women are the best. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I've been to Arizona. There, before I got married, I dated a girl from Arizona. It's actually a really nice weather out there. Like it's that dry heat that's not overbearing. I bet like the night times are really nice.
Oh yeah, beautiful nights. Right now we're having great weather. I've been hiking every day.
Oh, that's nice.
And during the summer, you know, you get it up to the 120s and everyone freaks out because it's a dry heat. So even though it's hot, you're not out there just sweating, dying. You know, you can at least do something for a while before you dehydrate and go down.
You know,
so.
I was in Texas when I was prior military at Shepherd Air Force Base and like Wichita Falls, around that area. And I know that dry heat you're talking about. I don't know about you, but doesn't it feel like there's whenever in the summertime and the wind's blowing, it's like a blow dryer to your eyeball. It's just all up in your face. I hated that.
Yes, that is a common thing we say when you step outside. Feels like you're sitting in front of a blow dryer, just getting pounded with hot air. But it can have that evaporative cooling effect too if you sweat a little bit.
Yeah,
and if the breeze isn't 500 degrees, then it feels a little all right.
Yeah, that's a good point. I've heard, speaking of the heat and the dryness, I heard you're a firefighter. Is that what you do for a living?
Boom! He's dropping the hammer. Yeah, it's something. Like I said, I wanted to keep my gaming life. When I saw this channel kind of start rolling a little bit, I I am a firefighter, yes. So I worked for the government, and I kind of wanted to make sure, let me make sure my personal life, my gaming life don't interfere. I don't know where this is going to go. But more and more now, I'm kind of, as I've grown to know the community, and Clash community is great. Supercell community in general, people that make it, the players, and start to meet more and more. You kind of open up your life as you meet people's life.
That's so true.
So, yeah, I work out here as a firefighter, which is definitely not fun in the heat, but that is what I do for a living.
Do the people at your fire station know about the channel? That's a question I personally want to know. And secondly, do you get trolled from your friends at the fire station because of it?
Well, there's a funny story. So that's actually tying everything together. That is why I started playing Clash of Clans in the first place. As one of the guys on my fire truck, I saw him playing on his phone, and I was harassing him like, "Oh man, you're always on your phone," because everyone does that at the fire station when you're on your phone. Just guys harass guys. That's what we do, no matter if it's big or small. So you open up a door, and I'm like, "Oh, what is that? Let me download it so I can be better than you." Just joking. So I downloaded it, and I'm like, "Hey," start playing all day, all night. I'm like, "What are you in? Let me get in your clan. Like, show me what I'm doing." And there was a whole clan at my city of firefighters playing the game.
Sure.
And so I played with them all, started there, and that's basically how I started. Yeah, as some people were playing it just for fun, for the camaraderie, for the brotherhood, and then I can't do anything just half speed. I'm the type of guy, if I get into something, I can't stop until it's full go. When you're little and you bought a video game and you sat down for the weekend and you just played it nonstop until you got to the end. That's exactly how I am. So I started getting more competitive than them, getting ahead. So yeah, I got a little harassed. Like, "Man, you take this way too seriously. How much money you dumping into it?" I'm like, "I'm not. I'm just spending 23 hours of the day on it." So,
I go to the bathroom a lot. All of a sudden,
yeah. Hey, you can get some good war attacks in there. So it's kind of revolved around that. And then when the channel started, there was a little bit like, "Oh, you think you're going to be a big YouTube guy?" And then I'm like, "No, man, I just want to show you guys kind of, things, why I'm getting 3 stars. You're using same troops, maybe little pointers, like put this here, put that there." And then when it started snowballing and everyone's like, "Wow, it's really, really taken off there, Well, so it's kind of transformed more from trolling to the little bit of that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you're married or not, but your significant other, does your personal home life, marriage, if or not, what does your family and close circle of friends of significant others think about this now that it's a part of your day of your life? And I know exactly what you mean. You're up there in the subscribers, or you're just that passionate of the game. It's part of your routine now. So what do they think about all that?
Well, I would say it definitely goes in waves. Yes, I'm married, have a wonderful wife, been married for a few years, no kids, so I do have a little bit of time. Just some dogs. We got a new puppy actually yesterday.
Oh, congrats. Well, those are kind of like kids. They're parts of the family, right?
Oh, yeah. He's being treated much like a kid, watched over right now. But, maybe kids in the future. But for right now, this is part of my life. As long I think everyone that's married can mostly agree, you got to make your marriage or your priorities the important part. And then the things you want to have fun with, those can all come. And as long as you guys are on the same page and respecting each other, not ignoring each other, she very much encourages me, entertains me when I'm like, "Oh, look at this. I got a text from Clash Clans or something," instead of being like, "Oh, that's cool. So what do you want to eat?" She's like, awesome. Kind of that supportive thing, which has been very helpful. I don't think I could keep doing it or have fun doing it if it was on the other page. So family life is good. My longtime extended family, I don't think I've really told my parents or anything about it. I don't know what I would tell them about. Hey, I make videos for a video game. What they would think, but don't even know if they know what video games are. So,
well, speaking of video games and Arizona, I'm sure you may be aware. If not, I'm going to say it here. I love video games. Always been since I was a little kid. And Destiny is a game that I also play kind of regularly. I haven't played it as often before, but when I did play it a lot on the PlayStation 4 console, or console games versus mobile, there was a clan or a guy that I played with quite often in raids and things like that, and he was from Arizona. And I know that stuff, like, the camaraderie in the city of Arizona and different games and different platforms is quite common. So hearing about how you're like, I was in a clan of like the city like that and things, I wasn't too shocked to hear you say that. But is there other games that you play, or is like downloading Clash Clans for the first time like an eye opener for you?
It's kind of funny you say that. Did you play on Xbox or
PlayStation 4? Yep.
Oh, PlayStation. All right. No, I played on Xbox. I've always played Xbox. I kind of just got into the phone games for Clash Clans, really. But yeah, I've always been an Xbox player. Back in the day, Nintendo, Super Nintendo. But I played Destiny. I was really big into Battlefield. I used to do the raids in Destiny all the time. Every time, like when the new update came out,
the Iron Banner.
Yeah, it's the second.
Oh, I'm
update.
sorry. Rise of Iron. Or are you talking about House of Wolves? I think.
What was the first?
Dark Below.
Yeah, so it would be the second
Crota.
raid. Yeah. So the second raid came out. The first update.
Right.
Yeah. I remember me and my team, just guys I had met, basically playing raids. We formed a pretty tight knit group. Always just went through, crushed the raids, grinding out all your armor.
Yeah.
And remember staying up when it first came out and running until we beat it. So I've always been interested in games, trying to beat it. Try to look for strategies, getting into it. Did a bunch of Battlefield 3 play, Call of Duty, kind of first-person shooter game. What I did for a long time. I guess Destiny was the first outer experience, random number generator game that I kind of got into. So I've always been interested in video games. Phones didn't always have video games. So once Clash Clans came out, now I play Clash and Clash Royale.
Oh, interesting.
Don't really talk too much about the Royale, but
so you lean more on the Clash side versus the Royale side? Careful, man. You're going to probably hurt some people's feelings on what you say.
Man, things with me are so complicated. So, my Clash of Clans. So, saying everything about the state, I actually do play in AZ Wildcats for Clash of Clans. It's a group of guys I kind of met. One of the guys actually worked on an ambulance that
very cool.
I was playing with, and he's like, "Hey, I got a really good clan," and so I kind of transformed from playing with guys at work into more of a competitive clan. Mm-hmm. Bunch of guys that really want to push hard, and I think we're up to like 300 and some odd war wins now. I know they're doing really good. And then when Clash Royale came out, I tried making a clan with the same group of guys, and they just weren't that into it. And I started streaming on Camcord for a while before that shut down. And what was funny, I was playing streaming wise, I was only really streaming Clash Royale because it's easy to stream. You can quick match.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No downtime. But videos strategy, I really love the Clash of Clans strategy. It's more like a chess game where you draw out your battle plans, you figure out a base weakness, and you take advantages of those small weaknesses to get your 3-star. Where Clash Royale, it's just one guy, instant game. You have to make counter moves. So the strategy, I see it more in Clash of Clans, where Clash Royale is kind of like my dirty side habit where I like to play, on the side. And I am in Fusion on Clash Royale, which is a top 10 US clan. So I like to be competitive there too. But as far as making strategy for it, I just mainly stick to Clash Clans right now.
Yeah, I've never picked up Royale. I just personally have... Number one, my wife would kill me. I can't pick up another game. That's just less time I'd spend with her, and I'm not okay with that. Like you mentioned, you got to have that balance. So talking about Clash and strategy, that's the main reason why I just can't put down Clash of Clans. I've tried walking away from it once and ended up at one hive was the outcome of trying to quit, which is crazy.
So you got even deeper.
Exactly. Adam from Time to Clash, who was in Reddit Omega. I don't know if you go check his video out too. He made a RIP Time to Clash. Like he was done. He was quitting, and he failed at quitting. He's like, I can't do it. So I know what he's talking about. But talking about the game, you're a Town Hall 9. Do you have any other accounts? Do you have an 8 or a 10 at all? Do you have any desire to go towards Town Hall 10?
For a while, I was actually one of those. I fell in love with the game at 9. I liked it at 8 a lot, but I really want to get to 9. I used to watch guy Hulk Files. I don't know.
Yeah, I do know Hulk Files. Yep. He's the creator of Stoned and Shattered and all that.
Yes, exactly. He's
not too many people know that nowadays.
No, I used to really like watching him. It's really sad when he kind of quit. But he was a big influence on kind of why I was making videos starting out with. Watched his Hollow Wee Wee, watched the Stone Shattered play, and kind of wanted to transform that into how my clan. I kept telling them to watch it, and I was like, all right, let me start making it. Maybe you'll pay attention to something. But that's... So when I was really excited, get to Town Hall 9 and start doing these attacks that I'm watching and be really competitive. And I fell in love with the game at Town Hall 9. Instantly, I'm like, I'm never leaving. I saw Town Hall 10s. I'm like, you guys are lucky to get like 2 stars and 3 stars, almost a pipe dream for you. I want to be able to formulate my troops against a base, whether I'm going ground or air, whatever it's weaker at, and get those 3 stars every time. And I never thought I could do that at Town Hall 10.
Well, you couldn't back then, not without a third-party application. It was rare.
Yes, and nothing I would ever do. So I'm like, I'm staying at 9 forever. I do have 3 accounts now. So the game has, like you said, transformed over the years. Town Hall 10 or 11 got added, and Town Hall 10s were starting to get to that point where maybe they could 3-star. Mm-hmm. And to be more competitive in war, our clan needed more Town Hall 10s because we needed more Town Hall 11s. So if all our 10s went to 11, then we'd have no 10s. So I decided my main account was maxed forever. And since I couldn't farm anymore on it, I started another account just to run up to Town Hall 9s to give us more Town Hall 9 attacks. And then I'm like, all right, this gives me an opportunity to put my main at Town Hall 10. And then I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but my third account, we start running into massive engineering problems. Massive. Because we're the type of people, max your base out, make it hard, max your troops out, and play fair. Well, that's not how the war scene is run right now.
No, it's not.
Excuse me. So I was like, how hard is it to make a defenseless account and just honestly farm it up, no money, into being a Town Hall 9? So just like any goal, I'm like, all right, I'm going to try it out and not stop till I hit it. And took me weeks of hours and hours of farming between shields. Got a pretty much a defenseless engineered account to Town Hall 9. That's one account I've just left there to make videos. Having more accounts allows me to make more content. So
yeah, that's true. Do you have any desire to stay to go to like 11, or are you gonna kind of stay where your accounts are?
Well, my clan was talking to me the other week, like, Cass. So my Town Hall 10 account's fairly new, but we're still running into massive engineering issues. They're like, why don't you take your 10 that's really like a 9.5-ish up to 11 and not add anything? I'm like, I don't want to get any more engineered. I feel like this is a huge problem in the community, and Supercell's got to do something about it sometime. I hope they do. Like, if it comes to a point where I have to throw away my defenseless account, I'm fine with that if they can fix the massive uneven engineered war problem.
Yep.
Because I have max accounts at other town halls. That's how I've always played. So I'm not planning on moving my 10 until I finish maxing my 10. my heroes and stuff, I'll leave it there. I might take it to 11. I'm liking 11 attacks. I'm watching the guys do it. I like the game, but I'm really liking. I haven't even been at 10 for more than a couple months. I'm liking the strategy. I'm just starting to release videos for strategies I've figured out, and I think I'll stay there and keep on, picking 10 apart for a while.
That pop strategy still it does kind of work at 10. I mean, you add one Larry spell in there now, and it's pretty much the same thing, though.
Yeah. We have guys in my clan that Town Hall 9s, Town Hall 10s that just like running the same kind of Queen Pop style on Town Hall 10s. I'm more like I told you who kind of influenced me. I want to see those split attacks again, the Shattered Golaloon, the Stone Golaloon, Cold-Blooded, where you're running a kill squad, you're doing things, picking it apart, backing up your troops with either hogs or loons, kind of like they were doing for a while at 10. So that's kind of the strategies I've been focusing on. More something that passed the test of time, if you will. And if there's a massive fix to the OP loons right now, I think I'll still be sitting pretty.
Well, there's lots of people that aspire to you on your channel. Your fans on the channel, as well as just people that watch, the silent observers is what I call them. But there are a lot of people that aspire to you, and what advice do you have for them on two levels? Starting out in Clash of Clans, what advice do you have for you? It might be kind of a rhetorical question, but the other one is, what about people that want to start their own YouTube channel?
Good questions. Clash of Clans, I always tell everyone, I found the game, loving the game at Town Hall 9, and I think there's a mass upgrade difference in troops and defense upgrade times once you hit level Town Hall 8 and 9.
Yep.
So to get the most out of the game, what I did, I slow grinded my first account, just upgrading it as soon as I maxed out every Town Hall level, and that took me years to get to where it was finally maxed out at Town Hall 9. And then my next account, I decided to just mad rush it all the way up to 8, grab my king, pop it up to 9, and then fully upgrade everything. And it took me 2 months or something. It was in no time. I was already at an 8.5, solid 8.5 with good mid-level heroes competing in war. And that's where I started having fun. So if you want to slow farm at the low levels, all right, best way is to just make some cheap, easy, giant,
barch, yeah.
Yeah. And then grab as much loot as you can and get up to 8 and 9 where you can be competitive. But you still need to learn how to funnel and be solid in war. It's those basics that people forget about, creating a solid funnel and getting in that will screw you on every raid and every war attack. So once you learn those basics, I think the game starts slowing down and becoming more enjoyable. As far as creating a YouTube, I didn't mean to create the YouTube I have. I am more than ecstatic I have it. I love it. I have a huge passion for helping people as my career goes, everything in my life.
Yeah,
and this is one more platform that I found I could help someone, have fun in a game. What I tell everyone, it's a game, have fun, and do it to the best of your ability. If you're not having fun because you keep losing, maybe that's why I try to show an easier way, a simplified way of trying to get those 3 stars and start having fun. If you wanted to YouTube, you got to have a passion for it. I see YouTubes come where people are just searching for those views, searching for the subs.
Yeah.
They'll throw out any title, any video, just trying to grab it. And they burn out. They burn out because people see who's genuine and see who's not genuine. If you're really trying to put out content to boost up the community, or if you're trying to put out content because you want to grab those views, and grabbing the views isn't going to work in the long run. And it's just, YouTube's a grind. It's a grind. Sure, there might be a flash in the pan somewhere. Someone just randomly blows up. But without putting in that hard work, that long time work, you're going to be grinding and it's going to be slow. So unless you enjoy it, you're not going to like your numbers anyways.
Yeah.
If you enjoy it, the numbers don't matter and they'll come.
Yeah, well stated. I couldn't agree with you more on both fronts. For the last two questions for you, I got some easy ones.
Sure.
What troop in the game best defines you and nothing is off limits, even the little villagers?
Oh. Well, I almost have to go with loons. That's because that's what I'm known for. But little does anyone know, my favorite troop is the hog. The guy gets in there and gets the job done. Do you need wall breakers? Do you need jump spells? No, because the hog's gonna jump over every wall. It doesn't matter. He's gonna get in the base. And I've loved all the videos. I was known for really Goho. Goho is what I was known for forever, like with my small group of subscribers. And then Queen Pop came out, and I just had that idea, like, Queen Pop, this seems like a simplified attack. I wonder if it will work. Didn't have the name for it, but man, test after test, it worked. And I was like, I got to get this out there. Even though I thought for a while about not getting it out, but I just had to. I had to get it out. I was like, someone else will think of it, unless I make some videos on it, and got it out. And that's all people think of me of. But the Hog Rider, too. Definitely.
It's pretty ingenious too, because it's completely opposite of what the current meta. I love saying that word. New meta. It's because everything was like, you got to get, for a Lalo to work, you got to get rid of the queen, and the Queen Pop is like, F your queen, I'll save her for the end, the pups will get her. It's like complete opposite, and that's what I really liked about when I stumbled across your videos on that. Last question is really an open-ended one. Is there anything that you wanted to say that we may not have covered on this conversation thus far? Maybe something unique about you that no one would ever guess unless you proactively offered it out loud, like maybe you like to collect ceramic unicorns. I don't
know. No, for the last couple of years before I started really doing content, I'm actually a pretty competitive fisherman in my own mind, I guess. Everything I do, like, this game allows you a way to be competitive, right? And unless you have kind of that competitive bug and you want to keep on excelling and exceeding, people, I normally see them fizzle out. They're like, all right, it's just a grind, not having fun. And then there's the other type of player who's, I'm so competitive, I got to be really good, the best. I have to have the best base. And those people you normally see keep on excelling and excelling. I started fishing, started loving fishing, and I got that competitive bug, started doing tournaments, and just had a ball. I love fishing, being out on the water. Whether it's just a relaxing day on the boat with the wife, or, going out with my fishing partner, getting ready for a big tournament, and that same competitive feeling. All right, it's go time now. Like right before you hit that attack button in war and your clan's counting on that 3-star and there's 10 minutes left, you get that same sort of feeling when it's go time on fishing. So that's kind of a big hobby of mine. Like I said, I generally just like helping people. I hope my channel kind of brings that face into the community. I know I was kind of maybe quiet in the community for a while, just filming my channel for whoever would watch it and my friends, clanmates, and then just kept falling more in love with the community, the content creators, players, and started getting out there, which is, I was really glad when you reached out. I've been reaching out to more and more content makers, just generally talking with them, bouncing ideas off.
I saw in the comments you talking about Galadon and Pat. If you ever get a response for them, let me know what you did, because I'm waiting for one too. I saw that. You're like, you got to talk to Galadon. You won't talk to me.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Right.
Yeah, it's... there is a large community. I remember a couple months ago, Clash with Ash, there was a huge bump in my channel. The guy blew me away. Didn't even know this was happening. Oh, man, that guy, I tell people all the time, like, I was talking, it was funny, right before he threw out a video. It's like, these are channels I recommend in Clash Clans, and had me on the list there. And totally blew me. Did blindside. Didn't see it coming. But the guy is genuinely like that. He just, any help, he'll talk to anyone. Hey, you got a question. he's available to help you out. And that's kind of how I want to be with the community, and that's kind of how I've tried to keep my channel. Even from the beginning, I was like, any comment, I'm going to respond to it. Now as I get busier and comments are much more than the 5 I used to get, it's very hard to keep up with. But that's kind of how I always want to head my channel and just run things, I guess. Very good guy, and like I said, it's a great community to be a part of. The more people I meet, the more amazed I get.
Awesome. Well, I don't want to take. I think I've taken enough of your time here, and I don't want to keep the video too long as well. But thank you for taking time out of your busy day, sit down and talk to me about the game. I really appreciate it, man. Good luck to you and your channel. I'll make sure that the link to your channel is in the description of this video. But once again, it's Brutus and Cast and Blast reminding you got to be better than a double, and we will check you next time.
Thank you very much.